Today we honour the Indigenous peoples of this land, the oldest continuing cultures in human history. And for the indignity and degradation thus inflicted on a proud people and a proud culture, we say sorry.
The reality of the journey was much different to what I thought it would be. The original project to collaborate with artists in the outback of Australia had this ideal vision in my mind, and I went to Broome, Western Australia with a really accomplished team and had this fantasy about how it was going to work out, but then I took the journey. We stopped in places that they call communities. A lot of times these communities, to people like me, were shocking. They were almost third world. And we stopped in communities and we gathered people. And we travelled out into the desert, and what I considered a journey and what possibly other people consider a journey is nothing compared to what these people consider to be a journey. And as I got out to these places, at one point I said, what am I doing here? I'm supposed to be creating pictures and they're supposed to be doing art. And I talked to Clifton and said, what are we doing? And he said, I just want to show you where I come from. And we went deeper and deeper and deeper into this desert until finally I reached this point where I think I just calmed down and was able to see what it was that the family was showing me. And what the family was showing me was how they're connected to that land in a real spiritual way. And it changed everything for me. I was able to sit on the ground and just talk, and in a way I forgot to take pictures a lot of the time. While I was out in the desert, I got sick. And it's the kind of sick where it wasn't a cold or it felt bad. Every part of my body collapsed. I don't think I've ever been that ill in my life. I've looked back on that and I've thought it was the speed and pace which I come out of New York City and sort of plunged into this space anticipating that we would just go out there and create art on this production schedule, and we were going to collaborate and have this spiritual experience, and then I'm going to get back to New York and get it produced. And I think that my body collided with this ancient culture in a way that I wasn't prepared for. I was taken into a cave to see some ancestors, which to us is skeletons, but the way they were preserved, and I don't think I had the right energy at the time I went in there, and I think I might have taken some baggage out of that cave. There were days that I was so sick that I literally couldn't even be on set. That was probably the best thing that could have happened to me. I think I didn't even start the artistic project until halfway through the time that I had to spend out in that desert. Everything I'd done up until that point basically got discarded. And at that point, I sat shoulder to shoulder with Clifton and all the other people involved with the project. And that was the first moment that we created art. And it was in complete tranquility, peace, silence, without the pressure of creating anything. I had this vision it would all be kumbaya and it would all be done on my schedule in my time because I'm from New York and this is how it has to happen. But I went away with a whole different take on things, and I learned that true collaboration means understanding who you're collaborating with and what the partnership might be. Nomad was my ability to put in action what I believe. I've always struggled, like, give some money to this charity today, give some money to this charity today, donate a picture over here. And then until finally I said, what is so confusing in the world? There's so much, it seems like there's so much bad stuff going on. It's like, where do you start? It's almost a panic. Like, what do I give to? And in that panic, you kind of say, I'm paralyzed. It's my excuse to do nothing. All that really matters is do something. If you're doing something, and you're doing something good, you're contributing. What I can do is create a collaboration. And that collaboration is artistic because that's what I know. You can help in any way you can help. And for me, through art and collaboration, I can deliver a message. And through that message is awareness.